Meanwhile, President Biden is celebrating the May jobs report. CBS 4 Washington correspondent Basil John has a look now at the optimism coming from these new numbers. Basil.
Well, Debbie, good evening. And yes, while the president is excited about this latest report, other lawmakers and experts are not as excited about these numbers. And if anything, they say it shows more of a worrying trend.
We received great news for our economy and our recovery.
President Joe Biden says the country is on the move, with the latest jobs report showing more than 500,000 jobs were added to the economy.
That means we have now created over 2 million jobs in total since I took office.
The unemployment rate now rests at 5.8%. The president says it's the lowest it's been since the pandemic began.
First time in 14 months, we saw the largest decline in the number of long-term unemployed in more than an entire decade.
President Biden credited his American Rescue Plan for the economic rebound.
Because of that law, more than 167 million of those rescue payments of up to $1,400 have gone out to individual families.
The May jobs report was disappointing.
Pennsylvania Republican Congressman John Joyce says the numbers are not where they need to be, as small businesses struggle to find workers.
And they tell me how disappointed they are that we, as a federal government, are incentivizing workers to stay at home.
And Joel Griffith with the Heritage Foundation says the 5.8% unemployment rate is not something to boast about.
And that indicates that there are bountiful job positions available, but that people are very reluctant to go back to work because they're earning so much more off the job than on the job.
Now, President Biden says the country needs to keep up this trend so that his infrastructure proposal can give the economy another boost. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Basil John.
Yeah, Basil, let's look to the future a bit here. What is the president's plan to further boost the economy?
Well, besides the infrastructure proposal, which has kind of been his main go-to idea in order to help boost the economy, he's also looking at how he's able to compete with countries like China, which is considered one of the highest when it comes to economic development. So he's been looking at things like electric car development, helping with superconductor technology development as well in the States, and trying to increase that. And once he does that, that'll allow us to compete more on the global scale. He has cited many times, especially over the past few months, how that is his target, is to be able to compete with China. But he says right now the numbers are not there, which is why he's really pushing for this infrastructure proposal. And we'll see how his discussions go with Republicans between next week and the week after, if that'll actually come to fruition.
Yeah, and Democrats as well. All right, CBS 4 Washington correspondent Basil John, thank you.